Hello, fellow comic book fans, comic book worms. Comic book worms, fellow comic book worms. Hi. Uh, I was gonna open a couple bucks up because one box I got from Miss Shin. She was one of my guests, our guests at the ETRs in May. Yeah, she's a fellow Korean American. And she goes by Demon B. I don't want to say the other one word. I just don't like saying that word. Sorry. I'm not being judgmental about your names, but yeah, just anyway, I I bought some art from her because I promised that I was gonna support her by, saying my thanks to coming into art I mean, meet the artists, gracing, you know, us with her presence there and sharing her experience and knowledge. And then I was going to give three of these away. One of them, one of them we can give away because the address would not accept from her store. Other two, I cannot send it out because there was no response from the people. So I said, you know what? If you guys don't want it, uh, I'll just keep these myself. These are wonderful artwork anyway. So I say I go ahead and order a couple of things for myself. Uh, hey Jackson, what's up, Jackson? How are you, sir? A comic book she created called Demon B. Demon B Miss F1. Oh, by the way, I opened these up. I'm not doing unboxing because I went to go visit my mom. I want to go see my mom. Yeah, I would just want to see her because uh, my mom's doing really good for what condition she's in. I just want to go see her. Me and my wife went to weekend to see her, and yeah, I was able to travel okay. And my wife was a little concerned about traveling, but anyway, we went over there. Saw my mom. She was doing good. It was really good to see her. Uh, you know. Anyway, then this package came in, and they left this package soaking wet at the front porch. I don't like that. I need to figure out a way to, if we're not here, package it just doesn't get wet because of rain or something. I need something to. I don't know. Anyway, I need to do something about that. Anyway, well, I opened it up because I want to, I didn't want to just wait, and until it's my lifetime to, I just want to pull them out as soon as it turns out they had a really good packaging protection, so you know, so it's in good shape. This one, it was a price tag. I think Mark wanted Mark Legion of Legion of Heroes he wanted, but he tagged it to his friend, and I could not get to his address through her car. So, hey Joe, hey looking at yeah, Christy Shin is yeah that yep. Anyway, so that's her package. That's her book. That's that one I will send away as soon as I found out from Mark, but I'm not gonna try to reach out to Mark until I'm a little bit feeling better. Anyway, here's um Uh, these are I decided I'm gonna keep because people who won these prizes didn't claim it, and I'm not gonna go chase after them. So, uh, but also I actually like these myself. Um, who's the artist for this? She's did this artist was a. Oh nah, this is not a good time to not remember. I don't remember. Was it the artist using this style? Who is that called? Well, I just do with the thing. Oh, you just fell down. No, 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 not Christy Shin. The K-pop. Oh, what's Chris's? What's this style? What's this style called? I know this is a self-portrait, I think, but what's the this particular style? It was used by. I mean, this artist was. I think he passed away. I forgot his name. He uh, he he was very popular in doing this type of art, this style on Playboy magazines. It's I mean, hold on. I mean, famous Playboy artist. I think famous Playboy artist. I think that might bring it to me. Ah, Patrick Nagel. Patrick Nagel. Yeah, it's a Patrick Nagel. Let me see if I could. Let me see Patrick Nagel's art a little bit here. Patrick. Yeah, Patrick Nagel. Yeah, Patrick Nagel is known for his pop art illustration of a stylish woman. So let's see. Let me see. Let me see if I could share the screen. Oh, by the way, anybody want to come up? You're welcome to come up. Invite. Copy. Okay, so there's Patrick Nagel is yeah, it's a pop art. It is pop art, Joe. Liechtenstein, Liechtenstein. I can't even hardly pronounce that name. No, it was a Patrick Nagel. Let me show you the Patrick Nagels. Let me see. Present, share screen, share screen, entire screen. This one, yeah, share. So remember this is his style of artwork, Patrick Nagel. Oh, I see. Looks like we found the reference she used when doing her self-portrait. Hey, Psychedelic, how are you? Greeting, how are you doing? Psychedelic Comics, K-pop. I already say, oh yeah, Christy Shin. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's so she used that particular reference to do self-portrait of herself, and so I say, yeah, yep, I want that because I love this particular style of artwork, and yeah, she nailed it. She nailed it. So this is another style. It's this own style. Uh, Let me see if I can see that. Oh, put this down. Yep. Yeah, you talk about yeah. I was mentioning that one too, Joe. I was mentioning that uh, she she used our reference here. Yeah, but I think it was fantastic. I like that. So I'd say, you know what, I'm a fan of that, and I'm better than Patrick Nagel, who passed away. By the way, let's see. Let me see if I can make this a remove. And this is another watercolor print, 11 by 17. Another self portrait of a machine, I think. So I've got both of these up. And I said, you know what? If you guys not claiming it, I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, oh, by the way, one thing that I found out, uh, uh, one thing that I couldn't, one of the things that kept me from drawing really lot, because I wanted to make a comic book. That was one of my tasks, is to one of my speech therapists, mental therapists, whatever we call them, speech therapists. One thing they wanted to do was to make sure I do things I enjoy so that I am relaxing and doesn't get boiled up, boil up my blood so they go high pressure, right? Well, it turns out that if I do art, I put so much pressure on myself that I do get high pressure, even if I do things that I love doing. Well, one thing that I found that I do enjoy doing and still be boil up my pressure, doesn't boil up my high blood pressure, is just just yeah, yeah. Well, this yeah, not that, yeah, exactly. The guy relaxing. Yeah, man, gotta take it easy for yeah, then come back and relax. Yeah, so I decided I'm not gonna if I'm gonna be because my hand still, when it doesn't do when it does fine stroke, it just randomly goes like this. It randomly does this, right? So it get really frustrating, and until my arm is all done, and until I don't stress myself out, I just decided that I'm not gonna just draw too much. And but one thing that I found very relaxing to do is organize comic books I had, right? Um, and I found that very relaxing, and that brings up. I mean, and that doesn't boil up my pressure. I don't get high pressure for it. So I, I, and this was my plan to begin with anyway. I was gonna, you know, get these collection and complete them, read them, review them, and then put them away. This is what I was gonna do. Just that way, I don't, you know, these comic books are already like 40, 50-year old comic books, right? So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna catch up with my collection, those short lists, and I'm gonna collect them. Then I'm gonna put them into this short, permanently put them away after I read it. After I read them, right? This is John Carter issues. Anyway, that was one of my plans before I went, until my brain popped. But I uh, I say, you know what? Why don't I organize my comic books, and maybe I could read these books, just relax my time on it. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna keep and come back. Yeah, exactly. Keep up. Exactly. Keep up. Stop hanging around CJ to keep your pressure. you know, uh, CJ is pretty good when he wants to. Um, CJ is pretty good when yeah, he's not as bad when he's what I'm saying is that his best side man is not bad. It doesn't add pressure to me. So and I cannot let. Another thing is that if I can pass that, then maybe uh, Loki is awesome. Loki is awesome. No, uh, CJ is pretty good when he's not mad at you, you know. And since I don't come to his his channel and make him mad, he's not as what do you call it? Frustrating. So, hey Kirby, what's up, Kirby? Long time no see, bud. Uh, my yes, no, hold them in the holder. Master way of holder. So here's a anyway. So these Jankara issues. I got this is a 1 through 6. I put them in this. I don't know if you guys know my Jankara. I'm a huge Jankara fan. I used Jankara magazine when the the Eggo Rice Borough, right? I read Jankara version in Korean when I was a little kid. So I'm a huge Jankara fan. I read the book when I was young, and I don't know now that yeah, maybe I can't remember it now. I don't know. Maybe not. That's the way the back lady mean more jelly. Hey, Gika, Rasco, feeling good, good, good. Hey, Rasco. So you doing BTL? How's the BTL been doing, Rasco? Huh? I haven't been able to draw anything for BTL. Yeah, yeah. That's another thing I haven't been able to do is Roscoe's BTL between the lines. Uh, this anyway. So anyway, I go ahead and decide that I got 1 through 6 here, the giant size. Uh, I did 7 through 12. Then I was missing like 13, 14, 15, and 18. There, another one, and then some. Oh, and some other ones that I'm missing. So, but decided that this is when I was more ambitious. Right now, I'm not that ambitious. I was gonna collect really old John Carter stuff, right? So yeah, I wanted to get a John Carter original book, even Edgar Rice Burroughs books. Make a John Carter collection out of this, but I'm not that ambitious anymore. But I did want to complete this series, so I did order something, and this is my first order of comic books after I got my stroke. But I did find that organizing these things are very relaxing. So I just said that was my excuse to my wife. so, uh, so it is. All right, that's it. And then I'm gonna put all these up again. After I read this English version, since I already read a Korean version. Okay, hold on. Let me go and show you some what I got. Oh, by the way, these are also in the rain, and so there's no unboxing these because I already opened them up. Uh, but they were well protected. They were protected in these bags already, so I'm glad that the my comic shop was good about protecting these books. These are not very expensive books, but I was able to complete the John Carter series because it wasn't a very long series to begin with. Anyway, and on bonus, next series I'm going to complete is the Freedom Fighter. I did thinking that one of these days I am going to draw comic books, so I did order some blank covers. Whenever I see blank covers at good price, I try to get them blank covers. So I got those two. Uh, One of these days when I do those things, hopefully, hmm, I don't know why I got this. Oh, I know why I got this. One that issue I had, I bought it for dollar somewhere, and I opened it up. It has been cut on top and on the side, and I go, nah. I mean, this yeah, having $2 comic book is nice, but I really don't want to. At least I want to. I don't know. I just it looks odd in collection when part of your book looks a little bit short. So I'll go ahead and order another one. And this one should complete my Freedom Fighter right here. So that's one collection I'm going to complete. Anyway, here's John Carter. John Carter, 13. Hello. Okay, so let me go ahead and. I've been ignoring the chat, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, Joe. Yes, indeed. Topic for BTR is C list for D list DC characters. C list. Oh, okay. Well, Freedom Fighters are C list DC characters. Freedom Fighter, you could enjoy Uncle Sam. Okay, but oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Kick out, Roscoe. You better not playing my freaking warm dance at least until I come back. Yes, sir. Yeah, because they said, "Hey, Joe, how are you, sir? How are you?" Uh, yeah, come. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, I haven't been watching everybody's videos lately. I need to, I am going to come out with some kind of scheduling system where I get to watch more videos. I think I'm getting better enough where I could watch it, you know. But hopefully, but I got what's happening from not watching video because I got all kind of I got first I am working. I'm working about uh, 50 hours instead of 80 hours per 2 weeks. So that's a bi-week. Go by bi-weeks. So I am back for about 50 hours of work. No more than 50%, 60, 70%, but 70%. And then I still gotta do all my therapies, and good. Now, now people don't no longer come to me after because my insurance, whatever my insurance can handle, right? So now I have to go to outpatient therapy for my speech, and my right side is coming back really pretty good, but there's still part of my body that's not coming back, and we'd like to see if therapy will help me bring those parts back. So those things are happening. So there's not much to make a video. Oh, well, again, if I try to edit videos, I'm getting stressed out. Um, if I try to, actually, even my work is stressing me out. I have to like um, do 1 hour work, then relax for 15-20 minutes, and then start again for 1 hour, and so on. I can't do straight without boiling my blood. I don't know why my thing does that, but it does that. And anyway, so hey, Brian. Oh, come on, Joe. Don't tell me that. Joe goes, "Hey, if I come see this, we're doing the." The one thing that I did want to attend, Joe, I was want to be able to attend was the special thing for member only, and I was, hey, I want to do that, and then I didn't have to attend time to attend that one, Joe. But yeah, I know I'm missing a lot of stuff, guys. Don't say that. No, but hey, yeah, Brian, what's up? Yeah, yeah, these therapies are really helping me out, and it's helping me recover quickly. So I and also it's teaching me about things that I didn't know I would be missing otherwise. Like for instance, without some therapy, I probably would have never known that some of the words are lost. Right, some of the words are lost just by doing a crossword puzzle. Oh yeah, here's one of the things the recent ones that this kind of stuff will be probably corrected when I play Trivia Pursuit or something with the family and friends. But um, Oprah Winfrey, right? Oprah Winfrey, okay. I was like, it was in one. She came on a answer the cross puzzle, and you know her Oprah was OPRAH, 5 letter words, and I'm going. "Ah, oh, her name is Opus Winfrey. How can I put 5 letter words with the Opus? That's not fitting right. That's not right. Her name is Opus. Where am I? I cannot. I cannot put that on there. I know her name is the answer in this crossword puzzle, but I just can think of ways to fit 4 letter opus into 5 letter, crossword puzzle until, you know, well, at the time that my son was helping me, doing my training, and yeah, crossword was one of the training guys. Anyway, I looked that up. He goes, Dad, it's not opus Humphrey, it's Oprah Humphrey. And I go, oh yeah, it's Oprah Winfrey. So yeah, yeah, there are things. You know, that's I'm still sad about recover. I mean, I'm recovering English words fine, but I know there are some Korean words that I have no speech therapist for. So I know I'm losing some Korean words. You know, uh, thanks, Joe. Thanks, bud. Yeah, yeah. All right. I will, Joe. I will. Yes, sir. Hey, Ben Compton, how are you, sir? Anyway, here's John Carter 13 and 14. So, you know what? You know what? I hope one of these days I'll make a quick video on John Carter review. Hopefully, it doesn't stress me too much out when I do the quick review on John Carter, because now I'm completed it. 15. And this I love this character. I don't know why this character is not popular in the United States. Uh, this was my childhood reading when I was a little kid, and yeah, so completely yeah, that's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I don't stress out too much trying to make that video. Read that Korean Joker book I sent you. Yeah, Joe. Actually, I read some of it, but that's before I lost some memories. Joe. Yeah, I do remember that, Joe. Though, so I'm glad I see. My memory isn't lost because so it's retrieving the memory is lost, not the memory itself. It's like unless you mention Joe, for instance, you don't if he you didn't if you didn't mention that Korean Joker book, Joe sent me a Korean Joker book, right? Uh, Matter of fact, I probably would have never known it since that's the most recent event. I would never have known it. It probably is inside a box somewhere, right? But I would not have known that I have that book because uh, part I lost is that I had it. It's not that I um, yeah, I have a Korean Joker book because I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember if Joe was Joe. You were the one. Yeah, you did. You did. Now I do remember. So I can rebuild the memory back, but it's retrieving it is the one I lost. Where I cannot retrieve it unless somebody somebody tell you, right? Then like for instance, if I watch a movie, Shawshank Redemption, right? I cannot recover it until someone mentions it, and then I remember all the movies and all that stuff. But if nobody mentions it, I will never recover that movie again because the part that was lost is the retrieval part, where I'm trying to retrieve that. If I knew there was something to retrieve, then I will retrieve it. But if it's like a losing index, and think about losing an index in or table of content index, everything that points to a certain area of the book, and if that's lost, then you never you know look inside book the book itself unless so I'm right now in process of reconstructing for as language is concerned and stuff, to reconstructing the table of content indexes. Those are what I'm trying to reconstruct, right? So yeah, the memory thing is really funny. um uh the one thing that I really have to do is, like Joe says, to go and start reading Korean books again. And when I come across words that I forgot, now, as far as someone pronounce, oh, well, now you got Google. Google has a lot of where it pronounces for you. You put the word in, it pronounces it for you. So I'll cover it that way. I could recover it that way. So I would have to do a lot of reading again. Um, that's way of recovering it, which is hey, I'm supposed to be bookworm, right? So I need to be a bookworm again. That's it. Hey, God say, hey, nah, man, you call yourself a bookworm and you don't read. I'm not gonna make you read. That's what he's saying. So I gotta be the worm and be the bookworm and start reading, right? Hey, Mr. The Great Legend Show, the man with the great legendary voice. How are you doing, the Great Legend? Okay, Great Legend. I forgot the name of a Great Legend, but I know I do remember his great voice. I'm sorry, man. Uh, that's one thing bad about these. You guys probably don't know me. I mean, I feel close to you guys, but I'm only sharing my nickname, Great Legend Show. I mean, well, I guess kick out with Roscoe's. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, Joe. Hey, Joe. my average Joe friend, and he's no average Joe, by the way. Uh, my Yeah, I do see this as a challenge, Joe, and I see this as a blessing as well, Joe. Uh, I don't think I would have valued, you know, like you don't know the value of things you lost unless you lose it. You know what I mean? Kind of thing, Joe. Uh, yeah. Uh, it gives you it really treasure things that you have. You know, I could grapple about things I lost, but yeah, there's still plenty. There plenty, that I treasure is with me. So um, I, I mean, I mean, I mean, God could have just said, you need to come home and boom, or he could have said, you're gonna lose 99% of it, boom, or be a vegetable. Um, but no, he just took just enough so that I know I'm missing it, right? And just enough to that I don't hope that I could come back from, right? She gave me that. She still gave me that, and uh, and kind of I feel like creating a Namen 2.0 right now. It's a process of rebooting to Namen 2.0, right? So that's it's but the rebooting process is a bit of a uh, I mean, I honestly, I'm think I'm recovering really fast, so I cannot even complain about. Uh, I can't even complain about you know recovery is slow. So I'm just very thankful. And let me tell you what I mean by Namen 2.0, right? My wife don't like how I normally walk, right? She don't like it. She don't like how I walk. Um because I think I've explained this thing before, but uh, uh, I walk like a duck, kind of like just wide, you know. Um, the reason I walk that way, by the way, is I mean I never walked that straight to begin with, but one thing that made me walk that way is during like when I was 20 something at at the at work, we play some flag footballs and stuff on at lunch or something, and I stepped into a ditch and I twisted my ankle and tore up my shit, what is that called? Something between you two in my this is my knees. There's a what do you call it in there? There's little fabric thing that holds two bone from scraping on each other. Oh, I forgot what's that called. Anyway, I had to have a orthoscopic surgery on that knee, right? And so I always had two bones scraping on each other. Ligaments, yes, cartridge, right? Yeah, tendon, cartridge, yeah, those things. I forgot which one, but yeah. Hey, Mark, what's up? Uh, yeah, Joe, keep it positive, keep it positive. That's right. Anyway, so that uh, so ever since when I first so I know what it feels like losing a right leg for a little bit at a time because I had to do surgery and they numb it and everything, and then I had, they put a cast on it, and I had to recover it, try to. So they had to like work on my muscles around that knee to keep from two bones, doing most of the grinding, right? Because you have to build muscle around it, right? Well, when I got old, I didn't work on that anymore. So and the that feeling of bones, scraping on each other is not a good feeling. So I sort of walk according to that, right? Now, because of this reboot, um, uh, I forgot how to walk, right? This right leg forgot how to walk, right? And so one of the nurse told me, I asked her, I've been working this way for 60 some years. How does it just, instantly forget how to walk? And she goes, well, part of your brain blew up. I say, oh, so you're saying that this right leg just completely, any part that made my right leg walk was gone. But but hey, my memory for how I walk all time is remain. For instance, I remember in ROTC when I used to be in ROTC for 2 years, and they taught me how to you know march, right? And they will put me aside and go, "Hey, recruit, come here. We teach you how to march," and tell me, you know, put your heels up, and be in sequence, and so, so the things that we did at RTC was, was very fresh in my mind at the time. When I was thinking about that, I'm going, oh yes, um, I'm going to go ahead and. Oh, another thing they did say is that your right leg works well if your left leg can teach it, right? Or anything, like my hands. If they were working together, it's easier for my right hand to adjust rather than just trying to do it by itself, right? If I'm trying to do this by itself, it doesn't have it has difficult time. But if I tell, my left hand then does it too, and then my right can learn easier. And so I say, you know what, I'm gonna, since my left side knows, and I'm gonna recall the days when I used to march at RTC. And so at you know when I go out, instead of you know relying on my cane, I start marching left, right, left, right, left, right, left, march, left, march, and so I did that, and that helps me breathe. That helps me remember how I used to walk when I was a young kid at college level. So yeah, that's I found that helped me march. So guess what? If I'm marching, I don't walk like a duck. I actually walk like a military person, a little more younger looking walk. Um, so that's a little reboot, even though my bone is like a grinding together. That the other thing is that that doesn't bother me anymore because this side of the leg is sort of numb, so it doesn't feel that numb yet. I'm sure later on I'm going to feel it too, but uh, I'm not feeling that yet. So I am walking a little more straighter and not like a duck than before. So that's what I mean when I say, you know, Nammen 2.0. Yeah, but, I'm sorry. It's all there. Yeah, between the bones, cartridge. Yeah, between the bones, cartridge. Mark. Oh, sure. Okay. So between the bones and cartridge. Mark. Oh yeah, when it's cold, it's more painful. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, it does. When the weather, when it's soggy weather, you could feel it more, Mark. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of good people here. Thanks for showing up, guys. You can play the piano. You need to try. Piano is something I never. I cannot claim that I forgot. I got to play piano because I never learned to play piano. uh, Reprogramming, yeah, it's a reprogramming, Mark. It's trying to reprogram, but uh, I can only do it because things have been erased. You know, if if, uh, if it hasn't been erased, then the old thing won't work. And then if I have those pain, if that numbness is out of my knees, I don't know if I'd be able to just grind that to bones of mine. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Hey, Sleepy, how are you, sir? How are you, Sleepy? Oh, you Sleepy. I remember that when you sat with me, Danny, and Captain in junior high, you're always bothered by something. You explained that last night was the first time you dreamed in English. Oh yeah, yeah, Joe. Um, Joe. That was a long time ago, Joe. I do remember that day. I mean, um, yeah. So that's like a guys. This is like a I think like a 12, 13, or 12, 13. So is that junior high? Junior high? Yeah, junior high. Yeah. Now, I dream in both language, Joe. But I think I do dream more in English. Uh, Also, another thing is like a sort of, and sometimes I don't know if what language I was dreaming in. Right? It's like more of a yeah. It's really sometimes it's not distinguishable. But yeah, it was a pretty yeah, it was really yeah. That's what I'm thinking, Joe. The when I'm constructing my body, right? Um, if I have to think about it, it probably is not a time, right? If I have to think about it, it's not a time. That's if I say I cannot will it, right? I cannot will it to say I just want to dream in English. You know, when it become not a chore to dream in English, it became the sort of kind of naturally happened. Like if I'm trying to learn all these words, try to memorize it, and these words are not part of me, and then I will never probably dream English. The words has to be mine, I think, before it becomes like yeah. I like for instance, I don't know if you guys use uh, uh Chat GPT. You guys use Chat GPT. It will write beautifully for you, right? If you wanted to write beautiful stuff, it'll write beautiful for you. But uh, uh, I look at that and I go, but that's not me, right? Those words used are not my words, right? And it just it's not it's I yeah um I don't know if I ever wanted to be, you know, that's one thing that I do not like, being not being me, not being me. Mm. And I'm glad this event didn't erase me from being me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I lost some memories, but uh, my core self is intact. Um, you know, that's what I'm thankful for. I think I might dream in comic book images and other images without language sometimes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, are you sure? Let me ask you guys this: when you're dreaming, are you sure you're dreaming in English? you know, um, yeah, yeah. Yes, maybe. How much of it is me? when I get rebooted, right? How much of it is old me and how much is new me? But yeah, uh, yeah. Um, hmm. Uh, yeah, I you know what I didn't like about my therapies, like especially language therapy, was that they had to tell me uh, to be recovered. You know, you know, like one of the things that yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't my decision to make, right? It wasn't. Uh, you know, you can't. Well, I mean, they say, well, you can't drive. Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I cannot drive because my leg is, you know, sleep. You cannot have your right leg go to sleep while driving, right? So yeah, my because my leg has no feeling to it, it will sleep, and yeah, you don't want that. So yeah, yeah, your privilege to drive is not there. Okay, that's, you know, that's reasonable, right? Oh, but when someone say, you know, um, uh, you know, you shouldn't be handling your finances, you shouldn't be doing this and that, and I'm going, hold on, hold on, hold on. If if this if you are making a you are saying that I make a different decision, right? Because of this event, then you know, then what happened to the me that, you know, made the right decision, right? Yeah, you know, and I say, I think that's what. Here's what I decided is that the reason I am me because I make the same kind of decision I make the same kind of decision. Um, because yeah, here's what happened was they I was 2 3 days into in a hospital, and they couldn't decide uh, where to send me because they're supposed to send me to rehabilitation center, but they're waiting for rehabilitation center to open up. They say they don't have room for me at rehab center, and so I'm just passively hearing this, right? And my daughter's making decisions. You know, nurses are making decisions and saying, "You just have to wait. You just have to wait." And my daughter was a little upset. I'm going. Then you know, then we're losing your chance to rehabilitate. You know, you wasted one other. I was thinking myself too. I'm going, wait. Uh, you want me to just sit here and wait for a room to open up, right? And I'm losing my chance to recover as every day passes by. And then I said, uh, I, so I open up my eyes. I don't know if in my view, I thought I would open up my eyes and, okay, guys, you guys are making all these decisions for me right now. I don't know. I've been through a stroke, and I don't know if I'm, saying things right or wrong, but I'm not going to sit here and let you guys just wait for a room and just waste the days if there's no because there's no room. You're putting me here. Why am I here if I'm not doing nothing here? And that's the place where something gets done. Isn't there something I needed to do to find my way to that room so that I could, you know, rehabilitate? Uh, Otherwise, this is just wasted time here. Now, do you guys have any kind of right to keep me in this hospital? Is it is my choice or your choice to keep me here? And they go, no, you can go if you need to go. And I go, well, you know what? You're my business. I want that room. Or I'm going to go ahead and look for a different hospital with a different place that has a rehabilitation center so that I don't just waste my. You just say, hey, your idea of, hey, you just need to wait and just, because we don't have room yet. It's like, that was your solution? You just want me to wait? That was your solution to solving this problem. You want me to wait? Well, I still think I can make a decision here that that's not a good choice, right? So you find me that room, or I'll go find me another hospital. And they say, this lady who was this nurse who was very like, you got you got nothing but us, and you just have to wait. That particular attitude changed. She finally treated me like a customer and said, "Hold on, sir, we'll try to find you a room." And immediately she found me a room and I didn't have to wait for another day at the hospital. This decision wasn't going to be done by someone else. This was going to be done by me, right? And that's when I said, you know what? Yeah, I mean, my mind is very foggy. My mind is foggy because you know, um, because I lost things, right? Memories and stuff. But I decided that I'd make at least very similar decisions than my previous me. So hey, Diamond Princess, wow, wow. Yes. No, no. you know, uh, I did. Okay, Joe. Joe is back in when we're talking. When I went to college, they talk about how I speak in my sleep, and I do during my college years. I go ahead and I will. My English got better, but not much. I mean, still a lot of strong accent. There's a lot of strong accent, right? But my friend, my roommate, he tells me my English sounds perfect. I don't know if that's perfect. My English sounds much better in my sleep. It's like nothing. It's like my sleeping English was much better than, especially when I go home for a weekend, and whenever I go home for a weekend, I will revert back to just speaking Korean with the family, my mom and my dad. Well, mostly my mom. My dad, I will speak to him with the broken English because he speaks broken English, and I would also speak broken English with him. And then, by the time I go back to campus, I will revert back to broken English and some strong accent. Then it will get better throughout especially if I don't go home too often, right? It gets better, and then as soon as I go back home, it will revert back. But one of the things my roommate notices that I do sleep. I mean, I do speak better in dream when I'm speaking English. They do hear me speaking Koreans, but when they do hear me speak English, it sounds much better. So, yeah, that's one thing I noticed about that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Diamond Princess, I just want to say hi, Diamond Princess. Long time no here. Yeah, I don't know. It's just yeah, and again, I decided again that about the question of who am I is what decision I make, right? I don't know what else shows you who you are besides the decision you make. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm I'm thankful that I have awesome health insurance. That's one thing I realized. I do have a awesome health insurance, and I'm one of those people who 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 think we're freaking most powerful country in the world, and I uh, I don't think my dad had a good insurance when he had a stroke happen to him. Even though he had to pay for, so he was running self-running business, right? So he had to buy his own insurance and stuff. So he bought a good insurance package and all that stuff. But I I the type of insurance I have through what I have through, I don't know, it's not available for everybody, and I don't think that's, I don't know. It seems like we could do a little bit better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't take that as yeah. You can speak it. English. Learning English is so easy. You can learn it in sleep. That's not that. Okay. um, Joe. You need one of these days just call my dad. He'll just talk your ears off for hours, Joe. Uh, you know that, right? If you, I'll give you my dad's number. You call, give him a call, and just if you're gonna, you just wanna, just waste. But well, I don't know. If you're gonna, just connect with dad, my dad, I bet he'll talk to you hours and hours. You know, yeah, yeah. Well, I went back to my dad this weekend, and that's what she let me know is that uh, she let me know I messed up. Yeah, you're the one fucked up. You drinking too much beer, not taking care of your body, and yeah, yeah. He let me have it. Just keep on, uh, all right, Dad. I already feel bad enough for myself, Dad. I already feel like I messed up, and I almost freaking died from it. But yeah, go ahead. Thanks, Dad. Keep giving it to me, Dad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's another thing. This this event has taught me is that the things I take for granted, like my body, how to take care of it, and all that. Uh, you know, the I'm, I, I'm my attitude. It was like, you're a 6-year-old man, you're an old man, you know, you don't, you just, you know, don't worry about, getting overweight. What's the, you know, have some beer here, have some, just, you know, um, it's, this body it's, it's over with, you don't need you don't need to take care of it, that kind of attitude, is I mean, why those, taking care of your body, exercising, all that, that's for young people, not old men like me, right? uh that has changed too. I decided that, what, I mean, my dad's, he take care of, he's take care of my dad, and take care of about his body well. And I decided, you know what, I want to have a healthy one. I think it's better that I die healthy than I die weak and feeble. And yeah, and because you're 60, it doesn't mean your life is over, right? You know, or 62 or whatever. I mean, just because you're old, I mean, there's no need to take care of your body. You still need to take care of your body, and that's nothing. I, I have, you know what? I don't care if I have a 5 years to live, 3 years to live. I still need to take care of it. You know, uh, and I've been lagging on that, not taking care of my body. That's something that I feel I have learned. Right? That is just as important as exercise. Yes, Joe. Yep. Yeah, yeah. So I've been 2 months with that diet. I've been losing some weight. Uh, no soda pop. I don't miss it too, by the way. Thankfully, that's I don't miss it. I don't miss the beer. Uh, I do miss that little. How you drink the unclear mind. But you know what? The unclear mind is not a good feeling. When the unclear mind is not a good feeling when you think it could be forever, or duration of your life. I mean, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, uh, you know, in the fog. Yeah, that's not a good feeling. Whether that's done with the alcohol or whether that's done with the stroke, it's not a good feeling. So my desire for alcohol is no longer there. I'm not judging anyone for having alcohol. I like that feeling when I had it. Just that and I just drink beer, and you don't have to think about too much shit, and be done with it. But I decided, you know what, I yeah, you could choose not to think about it without the beer. You know, Uh, we had a lot more control over that. What we can think about, not think about. You know, don't let beer do that for you. I do enjoy drinking, tasting beer and stuff, but uh, I decided I don't need it for you know using it to unclear my mind. That's the thing I didn't like. Fogginess. If I die, I want to die like looking death in the eyes and die. You know what I mean? And when I was stuck out in the lawn. One of these days, I will make a little comic book about that. But I decided that you know what? I really don't mind dying that much. I mean, uh, I'm glad, but I want to, you know, be clear about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I will. I will. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Echoes to the generation. Oh, and yeah, nothing that helped me with this is well, my mom is in situation right now. My mom has dementia, and I'm realizing actually uh, I watched some of the videos from other Heroes Con people, and they were talking about me, and they're talking about how I'm very forgetful and stuff. And I think of the possibility that that the this could be there's a possibility that I am the if not now, I'll eventually have a dementia. That's something that I think about. I don't know if and help me understand my mom's state of mind a little bit, what she's going through, because one comforting thought is this about being foggy. I told you I didn't like being foggy, but while you're in fog, you don't think you're in fog. That's what I noticed about that. That's a little kind of comforting because if your mind is in fog and you're aware that your mind is in fog and you don't like because if you're in fog, then you want to get out of that fog, right? You're constantly struggling, right? But I noticed that where I've been, my mind has been working. Right now, for instance, I still feel a little bit of fogginess in my mind right now. But before, when I was really in big deep fog, I didn't know I was in fog. until I got out of the fog, right? Then I go, oh yeah, that was really foggy yesterday. Today I feel a lot clearer. Then tomorrow my mind clears up a little bit more and go, oh yeah, I was foggy then, uh, but it's clear now. And so I only regret, I mean, I only don't like it prior time, but at the time when I'm in fog, I didn't know I was in fog, right? Uh, and so that's a o- only only the sleeping time was a little tough. Sleeping time was a little tough, well, because sometimes I feel like feel a little paranoid when I see the fogginess is happening. I feel really paranoid about it, and I so sleeping time was a little tough. But and I noticed my mom sometimes cannot sleep, but most of the time she seems to handle that fog that she must have as a dementia patient, right? Uh, yeah, so I'm comforted in that she's not constantly in pain while she's in that state, right? Uh, but and good thing that she has like me, I mean, not me, my sister is really taking care of her. My Amy, she's taking care of her, but yeah, she's anyway. We got all four of us are using whatever resource we can to keep her at home and so we can keep you know comfortable and stuff. Uh, but yeah, that's what I anyway. So that's something. Another thing that I'm thankful for. So sort of have a little window into my mother's situation that I feel like I'm a little more understanding of, and I'm a little comforted that she's not always in pain. She may feel a little paranoid during sleeping time, but most times she's not, in such a struggle with the fog because she don't know that she's in fog. Yeah, yeah. I don't know that, Joe. Unclear mind is great euphemism for. How do you say that in Korean? Unclear mind is great euphemism for drunk. I don't know. I have a good one, Jackson Lloyd Clark. Have a good morning. Actually, thank you. I better start sharing that. Uh, do you? Oh, I hope you find this a valuable documentation. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I'm doing this live stream for self documentation. By the way, um, uh, hey, Brandon, how are you? This main comic, Brandon, how are you, sir? Yeah. Uh, this is my YouTube always has been always been saying it. I don't know. I think Sleepy will remember it, but I always said that my YouTube is my way of writing diary, journal. And when I couldn't do it on here, I I found a way to keep the written record diaries. You know, on each day, I'm keeping diaries of it. So I am um, keeping record of it. Like for instance, this is a yeah Namen journal, right? The okay, here's a my mom had a stroke about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, she had a stroke 5 years ago. And one of the doctor mentioned that she need to play games, and he mentioned Rubik's cube, right? And he goes, "Why is that? Why is the Rubik's cube helpful? Because use two hands. Well, if my mom had a stroke, so uh, I think I think same situation as me, her left side. So her right side of her body was numb, right? Well, the puzzle like two hand puzzle like Rubik's cube keeps the two hands working together, right? It makes you think of logical puzzles, and all that is really good. So you know so I decided, because of what doctor said, that's really helpful for stroke patient. I said I was going to make a YouTube video. This was 5 6 years ago. I made this YouTube video about written in both in Korean and English. I mean, written, spoken in Korean and English for my mom, Korean for my mom, and for other people who may want to listen in on. I decided to make this YouTube video on how to make. I mean, there was already a bunch of Rubik's cube lesson. I broke it down to like 7 parts. I made a video for my mom, and I put on my channel called German channel. This different channel, right? Than this comic book channel, and uh, it's been sitting there. Nobody really watched it. Maybe I had 50 views on each one of them. But um, when the stroke happened to me, uh, uh, I forgot how to solve Rubik's cube. I did solve up to first two layers, but I couldn't solve the last layer. And went back to watch those YouTube videos and taught myself back to learning Rubik's cube. And what I found out was in far as the documentation is concerned, I was actually helpful for finding. I was able to recover my right hand faster because I was working with the Rubik's cube, right, and solving a puzzle with the Rubik's cube, and nothing that your recovery will have a hard time is when your right side is working by itself. You will use more energy. If you uses left side, you use less energy and it's less tired. Like if you try to you try to use some kind of, let's say it's chopstick, for instance, right? If you try to learn how to use chopstick, that's just one hand activity, right? And if you try to use that and you forgot how to use chopstick because your mind has been blown, it will be very very hard for you to learn that, and your hand will feel tired because of it. But things like Rubik's cube, where you use both hands, because this hand is there with it. This hand is not as tired. It won't get tired, and so that helps you actually recover your right hand faster if you do a puzzle like that where you use both hands. Again, uh, yeah. So you it's always better, and that's why I find that if I mean not that people I don't expect people to go on a you know you should have freely have a stroke but not but if people go through a stroke, that's one of the things that they need to be aware is that you know what, you've been neglecting your left side, right? I mean it's not that your right side is it's not always on my case, my left side got blown up, so my right side died, and so my left side had to start training my right side. But I realized that I always neglected my left side, so it wasn't a good trainer for my right side. That's another thought I had is that you know, uh, I mean, your body is very resilient. If you really think about it, your body is really resilient, right? But if we neglect one side because we don't use it, then in something like this, you know, it cannot be much of a help. So, keep your left side, don't neglect your left side, uh, keep it strong, just in case. Just in case. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. So things like that, Rubik's cube like that, were really is and so uh, yeah, for my mom, the Rubik's cube video for my mom didn't work out well because my mom uh, was she, as soon as I tried to teach her, she lost interest. She learned how to do about 2 layers, and then she didn't do the third layers. But for myself, I was able to use that Rubik's cube. So I feel like I did myself a good by keeping a journal of my Rubik cube lesson. And now when I'm out of this, I probably want to remake that video so it's more uh, easily accessible or more easily understood by person trying to learn. And try to be a little more quick about it. You know, so I'm thinking about remaking that video too. So because I yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, use both hands. That's a good thing. Don't let your left hand be jealous. Jo- don't let it be a voyeur. Okay, left hand cannot be a voyeur. Okay. Well, the uh, uh, Brandon, I mentioned to guys before when I uh, recall my marching days in ROTC when I was in ROTC, and uh, back when 20, like when I was 20, I learned how to try to. They try to teach me how to walk or march, right? And I had to count, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I had to, they call it sharply or smartly, you know, make a steps and stuff. I mean, uh, they actually had trained me on how to march, right? They actually they actually teach you how to walk, and um, uh, when my nurse told me that my right side has forgotten, but I realized my left side still haven't forgotten about that all the time because I could remember it in my head, right? When I used to march in ROTC, then I say, hey, left side, you know how to march, right? So I'm going to recall that memory back when I was doing march. I want to act like I'm marching, as a military personnel. I knew my right side wasn't ready for it because the memory for right side is blown up, but my left side can do it. So I say, okay, good, but you can only walk if both legs work together, right? So I basically force. And one thing I noticed that right side does better is that visually is that if I see that my left side does it first, like certain things, and that's actually um, that's in everything. If you are visually seeing someone else do it, then you learn better. But one of the things that uh, is really sometimes hard to angle yourself so that when someone sees you, let's say I want to teach you how to punch a certain punch where we block or whatever, right? We do this, right? Well, when I show you, I'm in front of you. Your visual is me in front of you, and I'm doing this, right? So what as a trainer, what we do, we come to your view. If we want to get you understand what we're doing, what we do is we we come to your view and go behind you and put your hands in front of you, right? So that when you're putting your hands out there, you know, okay, that's the how hand is positioned. That's how all that is. You have to see it yourself, right? So uh, your left side is basically doing that part where he's showing you how it's done, and so the right side can imitate it, right? So I mean, we do that all the time when we, you know, you seen those guys trying to teach a girl how to do play tennis, so they go behind them, and this is how you swing. I mean, with that, I mean that's probably the best way to teach someone because the person can see exactly how you're supposed to swing, you know, tennis swing, right? So yeah, I mean, your right hand or left hand, whichever is gone, is teaching the other side. Is I mean that's I mean it's all visual, right? But also the uh, another thing that is that when you like when I was marching, I know my left was doing right, and so trying to visualize, one I try to visualize right to do it. Once you do that, and that nothing is that if you have to think about it, it's not yours. If you have to think about it, it's not yours. So yeah, that's nothing that helped me do is I visualize it, and this is a way it should be without thinking too much about it, right? Just go into March, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it, and visualize it in your head, and just do it. Yeah. But the two hand thing with the Rubik's cube, most at first most of the action is done by left hand first. Your right hand is doing a lot of supporting at first. But once you start learning how to be Rubik's cubes, the both hands have to move quickly for things to rotate around. So eventually, this right hander will eventually learn. So uh, yeah, I tried to do speed cubing before. I think I did it 1 minute and 50 seconds before. I mean, people can do less than 20 seconds or something, but I could do 1 minute 50 seconds or something like that. But yeah, if you want both hands to do it, eventually both hands to has to work together. And uh, I don't know what else does that, where does logic puzzle and uses both left and right side of your head and both and right side of your hand. But I think that's one of the great tools to, you know, I mean, left teaching the right. Yeah, I do a little bit of juggling, Joe. And uh, one of these days, one of the things that I want to eventually test myself is I need to go out there outside first. Is one of the things that is I want to learn redo my nunchucking again. That's a twin thing. But yeah. Anyway, I better get going. It's 11 o'clock. I better get going. Hey, thanks for letting me put my diary in by myself. One thing great about this YouTube diary is diary is normally lonely business. You just write your diary down and That's it. And you get to watch it, and you know. But on YouTube, I make it public. I make myself open box. Open. I put myself in a glass house. Put myself in a glass house. And just then I just write my diary in, my write journals into it, and I don't have to do it by myself, right? Oh yeah. And thanks for coming by, guys. Everybody. Till next time. I'm in out. Have a good one, guys. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't. We'll see you guys. Oh, Mark, if you're still here, I need to find the new address for your friend. Anyway, till next time, guys. Night.